We're back to check out more from Led Zeppelin, and it's a big one.
This is our final song on this album left, and then we'll have completed the full album.
Led Zeppelin 2. First, I think, album that we're going to complete in fullness on the channel. And it's all thanks, well, not all thanks, but in large part, it's thanks to who sponsored this video as well. That's Ed Zeppelin. Thank you so much, Ed. We really appreciate the support. You know that. We've told you that time and time again.
Yes.
And he was saying that we got to check out the live version of this because the
He's
studio
breaking his
version,
own rule with that one.
Yeah, he said he's going to break his own rule and recommend that we go with the live version here because the studio version doesn't capture it in its fullness. So we're excited to check out Moby Dick here, the last song on Led Zeppelin 2, but it's a long one. So before we get started, Sam, did you want to add anything?
No, I'm excited to check it out, and I think it's crazy that we've done a whole album.
Yeah, it is. So Led Zeppelin 2, 1969. This performance is 1970. I think it's one of the first performances after the album was released. So obviously this was a time to be alive if you're a Led Zeppelin fan. Let's get into it because we're Led Zeppelin fans. Moby Dick.
This is a thing
That hair.
the newly acquired blues name. How's that? John Henry Bonham, Moby Dick.
This outfit. Okay. Building some drama. Jeez.
Damn, he's going fast.
Whew. These camera shots are great. Jeez.
Can't believe how fast he's going. Holy crap.
Whew.
The headbangs. I don't know how he moves that fast.
This is insane. Insane. Like 5 minutes in and just going like an Energizer bunny.
I'd love to know what his heart rate is right now.
Yeah, I know, right? And I mean, it just blows my mind that drummers can do this. I mean,
I know.
the other thing we need to factor in that people, Ed mentioned this, people do this now, and obviously the capabilities of drummers are, growing, as the drummers see drummers do something, they're like, I want to
they're,
emulate
like,
that and maybe
influenced.
expand on it. But he probably would have been one of the first.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's also 21, only 21 during
yeah,
this.
that's a valid point.
That's crazy.
We had done Buddy Rich, right? He
Yeah.
would have been an innovator, but you can see that John Bonham putting on a performance like this for a band like Led Zeppelin, that is so creative. They throw this in the mix. I mean, they're showcasing John Bonham's skill set, obviously, here because I've said this, from our experience. I just love the way he plays the drums. He's got so much energy, and this is what we're getting from this, right? He's just an Energizer bunny.
Well, yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of energy, but also the speed at which he's moving is mind-blowing to me too, because you see a lot of like drummers do kind of complicated things, or you see people moving fast, but he's like literally using like everything at once, like banging his
He
head.
literally looks like a ninja.
So fast. Yeah, I'm like,
That's what I was
I think
thinking.
I've
It's
said like 10 times, like, how's he moving so
Are
fast?
those drumsticks or they're nunchucks?
Literally, like it's like a blur just moving through the screen.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
like,
it's not an Energizer bunny because that sounds a little too soft. Because
Yeah.
he's turning these drumsticks into weapons. So we'll say he's a ninja. We'll leave it at that. He's losing the weapons. Hand-to-hand combat. What?
wow.
This is insane. New weapon acquired.
I don't understand how he's doing this right now.
The touch. Wild.
like 40 coffees to have this much energy. Definitely getting some great candid photos there.
Insane.
Back to the weapons.
All right, he's brought, like you said, brought back the weaponry. He destroyed it, and I mean, I've said this before about John Bonham that I feel like he beats the hell out of the drums, and we just saw him do that with his hands. I mean, insane. You think about, like, we're obviously into fitness and doing curls or wrist curls or something like that in the gym, and this guy's literally doing this for like minutes here. I mean, it's insane how much stamina you have to do something like this. But I just think, like, clearly John Bonham had drumming in his blood.
Yeah. Well, he also, like, you're talking about the hands, but he's also got the feet going at the same time. Like his head's banging, like his whole body is moving nonstop.
To me, though, it's just like next level that he's doing the hand drums and like the tribal aspect.
Yeah.
And you can just, like I said, tell he just loves drumming. He loves being a drummer.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's one thing, like I said, grab your drumsticks, lay down a track, make something with the band. But you can tell, like, he was probably sitting at home and just doing this stuff all the time. He was just like practicing constantly and just loved being a drummer.
Well, one thing that stood out to me is when he was doing kind of more the whole tribal aspect. Like in my head, if I closed my eyes and was listening, it almost sounded like a whole tribe of people doing the drums, but it's just one person, right? So it's crazy how he can make it sound so full with just one person.
The other thing I was going to mention is great camera shots on this.
Yeah.
How lucky are we to be able to experience this now? I mean, I kind of forgot as well that this is a live performance.
Mm-hmm.
We have people in the audience just sitting here watching him do this.
Yeah.
And how fantastic it is that in 1970 they had the camera set up the way they did for Led Zeppelin performing for Led Zeppelin 2, and really capturing this moment magnificently from a performance from John Bonham. And obviously we can see why he's so renowned in history through this performance here as well, right?
Yeah, you probably didn't hear me because obviously he was playing, but I said, like, when they showed the pictures, I was like, his performance and all of his action is getting great candid shots.
Yeah, it's great.
And I also said I probably would need 40 coffees to be able to have this much energy.
insane.
Holy crap.
Guy is insane. This is absolute legend. This guy is a legend, 100%. I mean, there were times there I was thinking to myself, this can't be real speed.
I know. Like, just like,
going
it
so
almost
fast.
looked like it was sped up. Also, my watch just told me I had a stressful period because my heart rate is so high from watching him. I'm like, oh my God.
And imagine if you were him, how high your heart rate would be. I mean, like I said, though, you know, super speed here at certain sections. And it's amazing that, you know, we're 12 minutes into this, and that somebody can captivate you so much just from playing the drums. Obviously, he's got a whole ensemble here and allows him to, you know, play in a different manner than you would normally get in just a traditional song. But it's really amazing that somebody can do this with a drum set, and you wouldn't normally get that because he's providing you so many different sounds. I mean, just, you know, obviously switching
There's
to the
lots
hands,
of
but
diversity. Well, even he's like crossing over and like reaching over here. You know what I mean? It's like, how do you have all that coordination
It's
on
insane.
top of remembering like what you're supposed to be doing when and
Yeah.
staying on time with everything?
And that's what I was just saying. It's in his blood, right?
Yeah.
Because you can just see like he's just almost going with the flow of things. He just
Yeah.
like knows what he wants to play when he wants to play, and he's not thinking about it. It's just, it comes as, you know, almost a second nature of just life for him.
I'd be curious to know like how much of this is like kind of premeditated and how much of it is him just jamming out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I think, you know, we were reading, like, obviously there's a big portion of it, of the song is an instrumental. So I imagine some of it is what he's doing right now, right? Is some of it's in the song, but the greater part of it obviously is not. So,
Taking liberty to just have fun with it.
yeah. All right, let's finish it up. Insane.
lightning. How does he still have this much energy this far in?
Insane.
John Bonham on drums. Moby Dick.
Wild. Absolutely wild.
I think he's gonna need he should get a break after that.
I know.
He just goes into the next song or what?
I was like, how does he still have that much energy? I feel like he was going the fastest at the very end. I'm like, how does he still have all this energy left at the end of 15 minutes?
Yeah, no, that's wild. 15 minutes, so much stamina, endurance, really magnificent stuff. You can see why, like I said, that he was a legend. I also thought it was cool there at the end, and even in this performance, that they gave him the spotlight. You know, oftentimes you don't really see that from a drummer, right? You know, the vocalist or guitarist will take the lead and they'll get the spotlight. But they like literally, even at the end there, the bandmates were, you know, playing the guitar, looking at John.
Yeah.
Right.
Like definitely putting him like as the center.
Yeah, so really cool. You can tell why there was so much chemistry in the group, and that was just mind blowing for me.
Yeah, I can't even process that. I'm still processing it right now. Like at the end, I was like, it almost reminded me of this like chaotic storm. The way that they had the light on him, and it was reflecting off the symbol. It almost looked like lightning, and he was moving so fast. It was like all blurry. I was like, this is just like beautiful chaos.
Yeah, and I think we said ninja, and I think he's graduated to wizard.
He's magical.
And his drums are casting some spells there, because
Yeah, it was
that was
crazy.
wizardry, let me tell you. But anyways, I really enjoyed that. Thanks so much, Ed, for putting that on our radar. We finished Led Zeppelin
Officially.
2 with an exclamation point here.
Yeah,
With
I
this
can
one.
definitely see why they would end the album off with that, because it definitely.
I don't know if this is the last song. I'm saying we finished.
Oh, true.
I don't know. Like
Okay.
we haven't done this in order. Right?
Yeah.
So
Fair.
I'm saying that.
Well, they
we
should have
finished.
ended with this, because this would be a big exclamation point at the end. I guess the album version Ed was saying is a little bit shorter though.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was saying that we finished on the right one here, apparently. Finished off with 15 and a half minutes of John Bonham doing his thing. Crushed it. Let
Yeah.
us know if you guys enjoyed this with us by hitting that like button. Leave us a comment and let us know where you'd like us to go next. If Ed doesn't take us there first, because he's on top of the channel very, very much. And we are very grateful for that. Thank you so much for all the support, guys. If you subscribe, you come through, you comment, you view, we're very, very grateful for you. So thank you. Have a great day, and we'll see you on our next video.
Thanks for watching, guys.